Thank you very much, Prof, for this contribution. In addition to what Malan Ismail has mentioned, to budgeting concession in terms of pricing, and also Prof added Sharia compliant investments, and then contributing, partaking or participating in risk mitigation tools, more especially the Takaful tools for risk mitigation. And also Prof delve more on the utilization of Zakat fund, so that Zakat should be used in order to provide the social safety net to the needy, while not neglecting the empowerment utilization of Zakat. Thank you very much, Prof, for this contribution. Bala Ismail, how can Islamic finance contribute to community development and poverty alleviation?
Like you mentioned, that how can Islamic finance contribute to the environment? Like you said, Islamic finance actually align 100% with the ESG, which is the environmental factor, meaning investment-wise, any investment that will be toxic to the environment. So when I mention environment here, I'm talking about both the material and the immaterial object, which is the human being and the other factors that you can also find in a typical environment. So meaning it is expected that our investment or spending should be something that should be beneficial. And that's how I made reference to it being a symbiotic relationship, meaning it shouldn't be something that will, yes, you are making your own profit or you're earning your own salary, but your activities is also endangering other people's lives. So for instance, yes, those involved in kidnapping are making money, but in the real sense, will you classify it as something that is beneficial? The answer is totally no. The same thing with somebody who is selling marijuana or somebody who is selling cigarettes. So what it means that the activities is also affecting the environment in a negative manner, because the people who will be sick or who will require medical attention because of the consumption of alcohol will also increase. The same thing with somebody who is also producing substandard products. Sorry. So the same thing with people who are doing low quality products. So meaning there shouldn't be what we call cheating in your activities. As a producer of a product, ensure that you maintain the quality. And it is when you sell the same quality that the profit you'll be making from such kind of business will also be allowed for you to spend. So meaning as an employee or somebody who is into a productive activities, ensure that you also do it based on specification, so that you will not be selling to people something that is not real or something that is not up to quality. So internally, when everybody decides to do the right thing and you are not engaging in any business activities that will also affect people negatively, then I think this is what is the Islamic finance principles or anything we'll also be looking at. Then finally, like I mentioned, that on from our individual angle, financial institutions have been doing workup so that we can all come in and contribute in pair, so that those funds or the proceeds from those workup can be utilized in also benefiting others who may need those particular funds at the right time. So it is high time, I think, we all need to partake in the social aspect of investment, so that our investment should not just be for profit or dividend alone. We should also look at the social investing so that people can be well impacted within our society. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful contribution. And before we go to the next question in the top session, I would like to remind our participants, then you drop your questions in the Q&A chat so that we can pose the same questions to the panel of speakers. It is a privilege for us to have them with us now. So if you have any question, do not hesitate to drop your questions so that we can forward them to the speakers. And Pro, what role is the government and regulatory bodies having, or can government and regulatory bodies have in fostering the growth of Islamic finance to address the cost of living crisis? What do you think the government can do in that aspect? Hello, Prof. So maybe Ali Ismail, can you contribute to this question?
Come again with the question.
Oh, Ali Ismail, can you?
So I think you should come again with the question.
Yes. What role can regulatory bodies have in fostering the growth of Islamic finance to address the cost of living crisis?
So I think for regulators in Nigeria, I think they've been supportive. When you look at the capital market, which is controlled by the Securities and Exchange Commission, to the National Insurance Commission, which is NACOM, to the Central Bank of Nigeria, and lastly to even PENCOM, they've all been able to bring in different rules and regulations that also allow new entrants who offers Islamic finance products. However, we think more need to be done. So we have a lot of Muslims who are financially excluded within the financial market or this capital market itself. Why? Because they cannot, or they don't want to invest in interest-bearing instruments. Rather, they want to engage in financial instruments that are 100% Sharia compliant. And we can all see the impact. For instance, look at the Sukuk. Before 2017, before there wasn't any Sukuk issuance by the federal government, but immediately after that 2017, now, over 44 federal roles have received Sukuk funding. In the FCT, for instance, the last commissioning of roles that was done by the president in the FCT, 100% of those roles were funded by Sukuk funding. From the one that was done in Jai to the one by the Muritala Expressway, they are all funded by the Sukuk funding. So we can see that the impact the Sukuk funding have experienced, not just in the FCT, but even in the country at large, is visible for everyone to see. So we encourage that the government should exploit more opportunities using Islamic finance. Why? Because Islamic finance is asset-based and asset-backed, and people can easily see what the utilization of this funding will be used for. So you can imagine that during the process of constructing those roads, a lot of people will be employed directly and indirectly. So what it does is that the Sukuk funding will be used for infrastructural development, and in the process, it will also encourage employment activities, and idle hands will reduce within those particular periods. So if the government can increase Sukuk funding in other sectors, not just the road, from the construction of schools to health facilities across the 36 states and the federal capital territory, the impact will be felt by people. Why? Because it is a must that any amount that has been raised through Sukuk must have a corresponding asset, and this asset should be an asset that has 100% positive impact in the lives of the people who are going to be using those assets. So it shows that the government has a potential to increase the standard of living through Islamic finance products. And just like in the last Sukuk, there was a bond that is currently out for dollar bond. We believe if the Sukuk component can also be exploited, it will also increase the financial instruments Islamic finance institutions can invest in, so that Muslims within the country can also enjoy from some of these benefits. So the impact of Islamic finance is endless, And it is expected that the regulators should continue to exploit more investment opportunities using the various Islamic finance products available, so that at the end of the day, it is not just we that will going to enjoy it, even the environment itself will enjoy from the proceed of Islamic finance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the addition. And I believe our participants will agree with me that our presenters has brought a wealth of experience and has done justice to this webinar topic. And with this, we have come to the last session of the webinar, which is the Q&A session, where we pose questions of our own. Yes, Prof?
Malam Ali,
yes.
Audu Sharif. Hello?
Yes, Prof.
Hello?
Go on.
Yes, please. I just want to add I want to add few things to what Malam Ismail has presented as regards the role of the government and regulatory bodies in fostering Islamic finance towards alleviating the cost of living issue. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Prof, you are audible.
Okay. I said I want to add a few points to what Malam Ismail has presented relating to the role of government and regulatory bodies. Okay. You know, as we know, the role of government is very, very crucial. The role of government and the regulatory body is very, very crucial because they play a pivotal role in creating enabling environment, because both government and the regulatory body play a pivotal role enabling, they create an enabling environment towards the growth and development of Islamic finance. Then, as regards the role that the government play, the first role that the government play is it has to do with a policy framework, because the government, they are the one that will establish a clear and supportive regulatory framework that align with the Islamic principles. Towards doing this, then that is where the Islamic finance can prosper, and then people will be able to embrace the Islamic principle in all their financial activities. Another role being played by government is Sharia governance. You know, they are the one that will you know, because the central bank now, because most of this road project that the federal government is doing, they are being undertaken by this Sukuk program. So there is another way that government can actually, the role that government play is these tax incentives. Tax incentives. By these tax incentives is established towards encouraging the growth of Islamic products. Another one is the infrastructural development. This infrastructural development is the development of Islamic financial infrastructure. What are those financial infrastructure? Such as training programs and specialized courts. You know, if you look at this specialized courts, I think there are more in the northern part of the country, whereas it's supposed to be embraced even in the southern part of the country. And another one is the last one, that last rule is awareness creation. The government, they are to promote public awareness about Islamic finance and its benefits. And this, if people are being exposed towards these Islamic finance products, then they will be able to embrace it. I mean, if they know the benefit that the Islamic products will be accorded to them, they'll be able to embrace it towards their financial activities. What are the roles that are played by the regulatory bodies? Apart from the role played by the government, the regulatory bodies, they are the one that grant license. to Islamic financial institution. We can see that in Nigeria now, apart from, most of the conventional banking financing financial houses, financial institutions, they are just hiding under the fact that they are running Islamic products. For example, you see Sterling Bank, you see FCMB, they will say that they are, this, to me, they are just deceiving people. They are not pure Islamic financial institution. So that is, now thank God that the advent of Jais Bank is now moving away from a regional to a more of national-based financial institution. Then, apart from Jais Bank, Taj Bank is coming into scene now. These are, by the time we see more of influx of these Islamic financial institution, then because this license will be given by the CBN. So issuance of licenses towards this, to the Islamic financial institution, that is the role played by the regulatory body. Another role is supervision and oversight. It is the CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, that will monitor the activities of these Islamic financial institutions. And so these are the roles. Another one role is the product innovation. There's this product innovation, encouraging the development of new Sharia compliance financial products and services. And if the government as well as the regulatory bodies, they play all this role, even dispute resolutions, because it is the Central Bank that establish a mechanism towards resolving disputes related to Islamic financial transactions. If the government as well as if they play all these roles, then it will contribute to alleviating cost of living crisis. Part of how it will contribute is this ethical consumption, job creation, as Malam Ismail has mentioned. Job creation is there, financial inclusion, because Islamic finance, can provide financial services to the underdeserved communities, empowering the individuals and businesses, and even ethical consumption, like we have mentioned before, and social impact through financial literacy and creating a development of project or affordable housing, as well as education, even alleviating burden on individuals and family. Thank you very much. These are the ways by which the roles played by government as well as the regulatory bodies can alleviate the problem of high cost of living. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof, for this additional contribution. And Prof has made an addition, as Madam Ismail has said, the government has been contributing, has been doing well in terms of enhancing and fostering the progress of Islamic finance. And we can all be a witness that federal government and various state governments has issued scope, which has shown the potentiality of this instrument in terms of raising funds. And also, we can see that the government and the regulatory bodies has done well in terms of establishing the frameworks and guidelines for the implementation of and innovation of Islamic financial products. We've seen the CBN giving license to now we have 4 full-fledged Islamic banks. We have the Jais Bank, which is the Pioneer Bank. We have the Taj Bank. We have the Lotus Bank, and then also the Alternative Bank. And we have one conventional window, which is the SunTrust Islamic banking window. In terms of the capital market, which is normally people don't know much about it. So Islamic finance, the moment we talk about Islamic finance, most of the people look at the banking sector. We have banks. So, but there are other players in the Islamic financial industry which are not banking institutions, like the capital market players. We have asset management firms. So just like 117 Capital and all the sort of fund managers, non-interest fund managers are players in the Islamic non-interest capital market space. So we have about 10 licensed funds and asset managements and under the oversight of Securities and Exchange Commission of Nigeria. And we can also see that the NICAMs also give license to Takaful institutions. We have about 3 or 4 Takaful institutions, and many more are coming up. We have Nur Takaful, Jais Takaful, and Halal are now coming up. And also FinCom also has issued a license. It mandated the pension administrators to also issue Fund 6, which is basically the Sharia compliant fund. So this is just to mention few on the a lot that needs to be done. Although there are a lot that more awareness so that people will know much about it, and for Islamic financial products innovation. So thank you very much for these wonderful contributions, and we believe that the presenters have done justice to this topic. Without the